There's 142 countries or territories around the world that do allow visa-free travel for Ukrainians or to allow them to obtain a visa on arrival. Canada is not one of them.
As the war wages on, so does the humanitarian crisis. Millions of Ukrainians forced out of their homes, some with nothing more than the clothes on their backs due to Russia's unprovoked war on Ukraine. Back on March 3rd, the federal government announced 2 new immigration streams for Ukrainians who want to come to Canada either temporarily or permanently. It's expected the application process for the Canada-Ukraine authorization for emergency travel will open on March 17th.
People can still apply through a normal sort of visitor visa process that they are sort of helping expedite as well through other mechanisms. But ultimately, the Ukrainian people who are wanting to potentially come to Canada and seek a temporary or more permanent refuge, they will still have to apply for a visa.
Winnipegger Nick Kravets is one of many Ukrainian Canadians urging the Liberal government to waive mandatory visa requirements for Ukrainian citizens wanting to travel here, much like the European countries have done. But the feds have so far not acceded.
So what Canada is saying, you must flee to a neighboring country first, and then submit your application. Then we're going to request photos from you. We're going to request biometric information from you and other documents that you'll need to fill out. These people are going to be highly traumatized. They're walking hundreds of kilometers or driving hundreds of kilometers through a war zone. And they're crossing into a neighboring country and then being told to fill out paperwork. You know, it's sort of re-traumatizing these people because they're going to be forced to wait now and being stuck in limbo when they've just experienced this highly traumatic event.
Kravets has been advocating for airlines like Air Canada and WestJet to offer free seats or high percentage discounts for Ukrainians coming to Canada. He also is advocating for more supports for students from Ukraine studying in Manitoba. Kravets fears that the government's lack of immediate action is going to create a massive refugee backlog for Ukrainians wanting to come to Canada.
I really think it's going to add to people's stress and anxiety when there's really no need for that to go through that process, when again there's already existing processes that are already in place that work just fine. Every other European national uses it to come to this country, so why not Ukrainians if they're the ones fighting for Europe and in the entire democratic world?
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.